So, the Tomorrow War. Um, I, I don't know. I don't know. Hello there, namaste. The world is stunned when a group of time travelers arrive from the year 2051 to deliver an urgent message. 30 years in the future, mankind is losing a global war against a deadly alien species. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I believe a story like this has potential where you're warned in advance and you set up and prepare, and in the end, the world still crumbles because you can never prepare. It's like the circle of time. The way this film goes about it, it feels like a short story that they wanted to extend, so they're like, you know what, let's come up with this idiotic storyline where people need to go from the past to the future to fight the war instead of preparing for the war in the past. It makes no sense. It's very nonsensical. It makes sense if you don't think about it, but the second they mentioned it, I'm just like, no government would ever let go of their population to go to the future in a place where they don't have control to fight a war that they are unsure about. But Chris Pratt plays a school teacher who's trying to get into some kind of analyst data mine science, like real science type of work. Turns out when he's denied for the job, people come from the future to the past to enlist the people from the past to fight for the future. And then it skips a year, we get news articles and things like that popping up, showing us that the war is going poorly. Chris Pratt goes to the future, meets his daughter there, and his daughter tells him a sad story. I was thinking Chris Pratt would die in the future, sacrifice himself for the future, and his daughter would realize why his father never returned home. But this is the issue when you do something with time travel, is everything that happens that you get a detachment to in the future serves no point because none of that matters. It's like, oh, the whole thing is a dream. It served no purpose. All they needed to do was the people from the future found an avenue to go back in time. You warn the people in the past, or you just implement yourself into the past. You discover the origins of everything and you eradicate it. You know your lives would disappear because you who came from the future to the past, your lives will not continue after the fact. It's rare that something that introduces time travel actually makes sense. I have issues when films go down that route because it's like, there are very few ways you could actually do time travel and have it work for you. In this film, it really doesn't. It's literally, you have 50 minutes of Chris Pratt in the future just there because they didn't know how to extend, oh, how do we prepare the past to save the future? We need some action shots. It's one of those things that's kind of aggravating. You know it's there because they just needed an extra runtime. It serves no actual purpose to the story because the emotional impact between him and his daughter in the future serves no purpose. The story about what happened to him in 7 years serves no purpose. That everything serves no purpose because there is no end consequence. I'm just watching going like, I feel like I've been lied to for 2 hours. Honestly, if you want to see a film about time travel that involves aliens that run around basically exactly the same way as these, what's the movie called? Edge of Tomorrow? Live, Die, Repeat? All You Need Is Kill? One of those is its name. It was renamed so many times, got Tom Cruise in it. It's a much better film because it actually kind of answers its own question. But again, in the Tomorrow War, it's really kind of annoying because the way the creatures run across the planet eating everything, it's obvious they're not a sentient race, they're more like a bestial race. It's like they're confused when they come across a spaceship going like, oh my gosh, it's not even their ship. They were just cargo. It's like, no, duh. If anything, they were on a meteorite that crash landed on Earth. That's how their spaceship would have gotten there because they're a wild species. They're not intellectual enough to build a spacecraft. I just have issues when films try to force emotions down your throat and you know it's there just because they want to make you feel something. And I'm just, it's enough is enough. Either have it flow with the story and come naturally, or don't have it there at all. Of course, I'm the type of person that says Back to the Future is a terrible time travel movie. Even though I like those films, if you think about it, they make no sense, especially the second film. That second film is absolutely atrocious when it comes to time travel. Biff goes to the past to change his future, and when he returns to the future, he returns to his terrible future. That makes no sense. The DeLorean with Biff would have returned to his successful future, not the past, so the DeLorean is left behind for Doc to return back to the past, which was ruined by Biff going even further to the past. Again, when it comes to time travel, it's very problematic. You normally have to just shut off your brain and not think about it in order to be like, yeah, okay, this is something I'm okay with. It's either you shut off your brain and enjoy what's being forced down your throat, or the characters and dialogue have you enthralled that it's like, you know, it's passable, or you leave your brain on and you're just annoyed the entire time because you realize that the entire time they're in the future, it serves no purpose just to apparently lead to a riot in the present. In the end, I can't recommend this movie to anyone. I feel like it's absolute garbage. I mean, sure, you can probably turn it on in the background and have a few spectacles, have a few lights, have a few things just going on in the background. It's fine, it's fine. If you're folding clothes, or cooking food, or washing dishes. But to actually sit down, watch it, and think, it's a trash film. Thank y'all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.
You guys got a video? So bad.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait, wait, Sandra.